Hi, this is Jet. So, firstly, thanks for getting us to 2 million views. We're all stoked. So, I have all your questions ready. Jo has seen them to give her little blonde brain time to think about the answers. Ready, Jo?
Hi, this is Jo Jinks, and yes, I'm ready for the first question.
So, this is from GJ Horn. Which band member is the most enthusiastic, and which is the least enthusiastic when creating your videos?
Oh gosh. Good question. I'd say we're all pretty enthusiastic, but especially my sister Frankie, but that's her all over. I tend to be pretty laid back, but she's an excitable sort anyway. It's just how she is. Least enthusiastic. Well, he's not unenthusiastic. Is that a word? But Tristan is really, really shy. For instance, he was originally meant to be in the scene with Jet for the Midnight Ride video, playing the guy who was stripped and wrestled to the ground, but he just wouldn't. He was too embarrassed at the thought of rolling around on the floor with Jet.
You had Tristan's baby, didn't you, Jo?
What Jet means is, the baby I'm holding at the end of the Bread and Honey video is his baby girl, Poppy. We love Tris, don't we, Sarah?
Oh, he's a sweet, sweet guy. Jo, you just called me Sarah. Jo's pulling a face. So, Sarah is my real name, Sarah Ann Bell. When I was little, my cousin worked out my initials and my surname spelt out Sable, and I took Jet from the Stranglers drummer, Jet Black. Man, I used to love their whole image. So, next question. This is from our buddy Black Dog. He's one of the regulars. We love you! Question is, which style of music that you haven't done yet are you looking forward to doing? He mentions death metal to get you into black leather, Jojo.
We wouldn't do death metal. We just wouldn't be able to pull it off. We do listen to it now and again. And there is another creator called My Voodoo Soul who does some really good metal stuff. We did do a rock number for the Pretty Faces project that Matthias, our guy in Canada, described as a song that sounded like AC/DC, and ZZ Top had a baby that was raised by Blondie. But we haven't done a video for that yet. What we can say, though, is that we have our Halloween and Christmas singles already recorded, and they're both 70s UK glam rock. The Halloween single is us trying to be T-Rex. The Christmas one is us being Slade and Wizard. Oh, and I promise I'll wear black leather for the Halloween single.
Next question is from Mr. E. If Jo had the perfect man, would he be a rich guy or a pirate?
Do I just have a choice of rich man or pirate?
Yeah, I think so.
I'd never go with a guy just because he was rich, so pirate by default, I guess. But you imagine pirates as being charming with big personalities, so maybe that'd work. My perfect man would be someone caring, cheeky, and he has to make me laugh. I don't get too hung up on looks, but I like a guy that hits the gym, looks after himself, a fit comedian.
There's one here from Matthias. He says, congratulations on the milestone, guys. Thanks, babe. And he asks if you could only play one guitar for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oh, hello, babe. I think he has a good idea of what I'm going to say. My dad gave me a customized Tartan Fender Stratocaster for Christmas, and it's the one I play at the end of the Big Bad Bell video, so that one. I'm no great shakes as a guitarist. I'm not in the same league as our Frankie, but I do my best.
Listen, if Jo has a fault, it's that she puts herself down too much. And yeah, Frankie is an insane guitarist, but you're as good a rhythm guitarist as I've ever played with, and your voice is something else. This is from the one and only, the legendary country outlaw, down on the South Coast, and it's a doozy. If you could duet with any famous singer, living or not, who would it be? And who is your favorite singer or band, which isn't necessarily the same thing.
Oh, wow. So, as Jet said at the start, many of these questions I've been primed on, and I've changed my mind about this one so many times, but if I could do a duet with anyone living or dead, it would have to be Dean Martin in front of the big band. Maybe Little Old Wine Drinker Me. I think I'd melt. I love all those guys from the Rat Pack, but that would be great. We even snuck his likeness into the Tequila Tequila video. That was us trying to do a Dean Martin style song. Favourite singer or band? It's a bit obvious, but the Beatles. They changed everything. But I have to mention the Proclaimers too. And I think Roy Orbison had the best voice ever.
That mention of the little Easter egg leads nicely onto this one from Ravenwolf. He asks, out of all your videos, what is your favorite hidden gem? He goes on to say his is the slaughtered lamb in the My Dream Lovers video.
There is one that we are all amazed nobody has spotted. Certainly nobody has commented on it. In the video for Hunting the Kraken, I sing a line, I met Davy Jones and I kissed him too. In the video, there's an image of Davy Jones. Take the beard and mustache away, and it's a likeness of Davy Jones from The Monkees.
I'd just like to add, if that's okay. There's a very, very subtle sign in the Big Bad Bell video. When the posse, led by me, catch up with her dealing stud in, was it Jenkinstown? But if you look carefully, Belle has a bottle of sarsaparilla next to her, suggesting the shooting affected her and made her ditch the drink.
Didn't do her any good because you shot her and stabbed her, you bitch.
I did. I'm such a badass. My favorite memory of that video was getting your sister Frankie on a horse. Casey and I both ride. The horse in the Midnight Ride video is my horse, Squirt. But Frankie had never been on a horse before. Casey was so sweet with her, I was just pissing myself laughing.
Casey was so good in that video. That scene where she's looking up the street, wondering where her man is. The one I was in bed with. But that look was just wonderful.
She's the best actor out of all of us. A lot of people have no idea she plays Sweet Tess in the Wildcat Crew videos. She puts on that blonde wig and just turns into someone else, while I'm typecast as the serious, moody one.
Don't forget, you were also great as the warped, man-hating highway woman who couldn't keep her legs together.
Yeah, that role came naturally. Right, next question. This is Tristan, another Tristan, not ours, but hi to you too. This Tristan wants to know if you could do a cover version, which song would you do?
So, with no record company behind us, we can't get permissions to do cover versions. It is something I've thought about, and I'd really love to do like an EP of covers with the big band. Maybe 5. Can I pick 5? Well, it's my name in the channel, so I'm going for it. So I'd love to do I'm a Believer. That would sound so good with the band behind it. Also, Sympathy for the Devil, which is my fave Stones track. Saturday Night's Alright for Fighting. Man, I'd really love to let rip on that. Then something slower, so that would be a Dylan song called If Not For You. George Harrison did a beautiful version of it on All Things Must Pass. And lastly, I'd finish with Ain't Got No, I Got Life by Nina Simone. Now that is an anthem.
I should add JoJo is a huge George Harrison fan, which I think might tie into this question from Caroline. What is yours and the team's favorite song on the channel?
Yeah, Sarah knows what mine is. World Inside My Head. The song is great, and we were just pretending to be the Beatles, really. The Sgt. Pepper-inspired dresses were amazing. I kept mine. And when Casey just quietly said she could play sitar and just fucking nailed it. Yeah, That was something. I know our Frankie loved Big Bad Bell. She really rocked on that. You'd know better than me, Casey's fave. And your own, of course.
Casey really liked Come On Flying Lass, this year's version with your dad on it. As for me, I'd have to say 51 Albany Road. You know I like my ska. And I got to sing on that. Actually, we haven't mentioned November and Corazon, but I know they both loved the big band numbers, and both really enjoyed Love Train. I don't know about Tristan, though.
I can answer that. He loved Bullet for Tomorrow, which was a faux Bond theme we did. I remember he came up to me when we'd done it and just hugged me. He was so in the zone, and he was so kind about my performance on it. It's had a much lower number of views than almost anything else we have done in the last few months, but that doesn't always matter.
Next, C. Dogensis wants to know, who is your favorite... Hang on, I'll do my Scottish accent for this. Who is your favorite Partick Thistle player of all time?
Well, I can't really say of all time. I can only say really of the players I've seen, and that would be Chris Doolan. But as a goalkeeper myself, I have to mention Alan Ruff too. Anything to add to that, Sarah?
Jojo and her dad took me to a game once, and I'm gonna say the mascot. The Partick mascot is fucking terrifying. Freddy Krueger would have nightmares about that thing. Now, next question is from Alan in Australia, who wants to know where we live.
So, the Jo Jinks Music Project is based in Derbyshire, England. That's where we are now. We are quite an international bunch, though. Jet is from New York, Casey is from Sydney, Australia, Corazon is from Guadalajara, November, I can't remember.
November is from a little place in Oklahoma, and Jojo and Frankie are both Glasgow girls.
Although I was actually born in Malmö in Sweden.
I did not know that.
So my mum, Annika, is Swedish, and she was visiting her mum, my nanny Helsing, a couple of months before I was due, and I decided to make an entrance early. Sadly, Mum and Dad split when Frankie and I were kids. We stayed with Dad, and Mum went to live in Los Angeles and eventually became a US citizen. We used to spend half the year with Mum and half with Dad.
And you do speak Swedish, don't you, babe?
Tack allihopa i Sverige för allt ert stöd.
What did you just say?
I said, thanks all you guys in Sweden for all your support. It's interesting. We do get so many views all across Scandinavia, especially Sweden, but also Australia. Neil, our project head, was showing me a list of lifetime views of the channel by city. London was number 1, but 2, 3, and 4 are Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane, with Dublin 5th. But our Spotify streams are another matter. We get way more streams from Sweden than anywhere else in the world. I love that.
Next question is from the lovely Nelson. Hi, babe. Now, he wants to know your favorite book when you were a child. He has even given 3 guesses: the BFG, the Babysitter's Club, or Sweet Valley High.
I did really love the Roald Dahl books as a child, especially the BFG. But my favourites were a Swedish set of children's books by Niels Olof Franzen about a detective called Agaton Sax. And my favourite of all was Agaton Sax and the League of Silent Exploders. They're just so good and so funny. When we would go and stay at Nanny Helsing's house in summer, she'd read them to me. I can just about manage to read them in Swedish and still do. But they have been translated into English too. Look out for them, they're wonderful.
Now, I know you read a lot, babe. What's your favorite adult book? I can tell you she's already pulling a face. Jo reads a lot. She's actually pretty well read, so I know picking one is going to be hard for her.
Well, it's between three. I read Dracula every year by Bram Stoker, and Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky is my favourite work of literature. But as for a favourite, Agatha Christie's Murder of Roger Ackroyd has the best twist in a story I've ever come across. First time I read it, I nearly dropped the damn book.
That's it. That's all your questions. Again, thank you from all of us for all your support.